On a wing and a prayer, persecution of birds of prey was high in the 19th century, but thankfully most of the population has significantly recovered. And the continuing care of many birds of prey is a conservation success story for one couple from Yorkshire who are very passionate about our feathered friends.
Well, every year we take in more than 100 birds of prey that have been injured or orphaned, and we get them back into the wild again. Some of them have to go into captivity, but most of them go back into the wild. And that's why we do this. And birds of prey are struggling because we've taken away all their territory, all their hunting grounds.
And Wise Owl Bird Rescue are currently looking after 2 youngsters.
A man was pulling his aviaries down to move house, and all of a sudden he discovered he's got 4 babies. And he couldn't keep them. So we kept the 2 weakest babies, and the 2 strongest babies were passed on to someone else because 4 babies would have been too much. And they're doing absolutely fine. As you can see there, they're doing absolutely fine. They'll be fine. They'll be up and flying in a few weeks.
For the rescue centre, bird is the word.
These guys that you see here, I think there's 7 birds here today. They're all wild. You cannot domesticate a bird of prey like you could do a cat or a dog. So what we do now is we try to not domesticate them, but train them. And there's a saying, nothing but gentleness. There's no point in me shouting at a bird of prey and saying that's wrong. It can only be trained by positive reactions. And same as if I want to fly a bird along this path, if I actually walk towards it and shorten the distance, I'm not training the bird is actually training me. So the way of training these birds is very, very difficult. People don't understand that, people buy them as pets, and then we end up with them as pets.
The feathered friends are currently on display at Beninborough Hall for families and children to swoop by for a visit. Anna Riley, That's TV.